If you are going into business for yourself, for sure, 100%, that is stepping out of your comfort zone. Hey, my name is Huang. I'm an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist. And over 10 years ago, I started my own business. It was wild and crazy. It still is. I can't believe I'm still in business. And about 5 years ago, I decided to, hey, I'm not busy enough. Let me just open another one. Um, and everything about what I've done has been about getting out of my comfort zone. And I really want to share with you a little bit about what I did so that maybe you can get out of your comfort zone and start your own occupational therapy business. I believe very strongly that there needs to be more OTs and more female OTs in business for yourselves. And I think there's just something really amazing about like some of the freedoms that you are working towards, freedom of time, of flexibility. I am someone who, when I started, my kids were smaller, and I just knew that as they got older, I wanted to have some flexibility in my schedule and be able to do certain things with them that I knew that if I was working for someone else, it just wasn't going to be possible for me. The other thing that I really wanted was the ability to be able to earn more than I was like wherever I was working. I worked in a hospital base, and those raises were not cutting it. And then I went and got a huge jump in my salary, only to then see their business starting to fail. And I just knew, like, hey, I needed to get out and do my own thing. Finally, it was something that I had wanted to do. But I'll tell you what, when you're comfortable, it is so hard to do something different, because you want to be comfortable. And that's human nature. This human nature is to be and want to be comfortable. But when you want to run your own business, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. And that willingness is to be willing to live in a certain amount of uncertainty. And that uncertainty is like, you have to go out and get your own patients. You have to go and learn new skill sets, and you're constantly learning. I'm constantly learning. If I'm not learning about business, I'm actually learning clinical skills, because for Hand Therapy Secrets, I teach other therapists. And so I always want to keep up my clinical skills as much as possible. And I like watching other people teach, because I'm like, how did they do it? And do I like that style, and can I somehow incorporate it into like the way I do things that could benefit how I like to teach and how I like to deliver things. So get out of your comfort zone. If you're looking for permission, this is it, get out of your comfort zone. And one of the most important ways to really get out of your comfort zone is to surround yourself with people who are doing the same thing. And it does take a little time to find, and you got to research, and you got to find those groups. And sometimes you have to pay to be a part of those groups, and you got to do the thing that you've never yet done before, because you're about to start your business and it's a new thing. And if you have been in business for a while, uh, I'm going to challenge you to step out of your comfort zone and do something that you haven't yet done, that 100% you need to do. One of the biggest things that I keep telling people is that you've got to share your perspective. You've got to share what you really, want people to know about what you're capable of doing. I'll use a real example. My manager, I don't think she watches these videos, so I'm going to talk about her, because she has very much that entrepreneurial spirit. But every time she's like, she knows, and she's done it, over and over before she met me. But the one thing that she has a really hard time doing is sharing her perspective. Privately, she will, but publicly, she has a really hard time. And when you cannot share your perspective in public, like, you're gonna be the best kept secret. Nobody's gonna know about you, right? So I'm constantly encouraging her to step out of her comfort zone and to do the one thing that she knows she needs to do, and she's not doing. She's just not. So you got to surround yourself with people who are going to push you to do the thing that you say you want to do, but you're having a really hard time doing. And again, it might require you to go out and network, And if networking isn't your thing, sometimes you just got to go and pay for it, right? So networking is definitely not something that I would say I'm really good at. I actually am not really good at networking, even though people would be like, "Whoa, Huang, I'm really surprised that you're not really good at networking." Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. It kind of drains me a little bit, even though I'm very extroverted, even though I love talking to people. And I can talk to every single stranger who comes my way. Like I really can. I can really talk to just about anybody, and I often do. So I don't know why networking isn't necessarily something I love doing, but I would rather just, make money and pay for mastermind groups or to be in certain environments that will help me get me out of my comfort zone. And maybe the comfort getting myself out of that comfort zone is the willingness to pay for things that I wouldn't normally be willing to pay for. That actually was a very much of a stepping stone for me on my business journey, just paying for something that I never imagined I would ever pay for. And it helped launch me doing the things that I now do. So just, be surrounded by people who can challenge you. And I think that's one of the biggest ways to get, out of your comfort zone. But you have to do the steps to like put yourself into those situations. And that alone is stepping out of your comfort zone, right? The other thing that I think is really important when it comes to stepping out of your comfort zone is really understanding your personality, understanding who you are, and understanding what you want out of your business. And I think that a lot of times we don't know, you know, we don't know. I used to get this question a lot. My best friend would ask me like, well, how do you define success for yourself? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just, I want to make more money. I want to be around longer. I just want to be considered the best, right? Like I want my clinic to be full of people who are truly wanting to get help, and I want to work with therapists who really want to, to get better and be able to serve people in their community, right? So like could not define it, and it took me a really long time to figure that out. And I think that there's a lot of internal work in terms of finding out like what it is that you want in your life, because if you don't know what you want, it's really hard to work towards it. I always knew I wanted a certain amount of time freedom. I wanted a certain amount of flexibility in my life, and I got it, but then it was like all of a sudden shit, it's not good enough anymore. I wanted financial success, and I'm like, I got it, and it wasn't good enough anymore. So but that is my personality. Oh dear Lord, have mercy. It's my personality to constantly be striving. I just need, I guess, some form or fashion of excitement in my life, apparently. But learning about who I am and how I operate in the world has been a game changer for me in business. And I encourage you to do the same in order to step out of your comfort zone. I've been in business for over 10 years. I'm constantly stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm constantly doing things and challenging myself because I am surrounded by people who challenge me. Even if I don't want it, right? Sometimes I'm like, enough. Can I be comfortable? And then I'm comfortable for like all of 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, like let's go. What's happening? So if you are struggling inside your business, like really think about what is it that you want, right? But what is, I know, because I knew, what you need to do. You just need that push to get out of your comfort zone and do the thing that needs to get done. It's in your head. You got to say it out loud, and you got to write it down. You got to tell someone, you got to get someone to hold you accountable to doing the thing that gets you out of your comfort zone. And some of you, it might be getting on camera. Some of you might need to share your perspective more in different ways. Some of you might need to, up your sales skills, step up your conversation skills in order to charge higher prices. Some of you might need to take a course, join a program, do something that's going to up level your business skills. Some of you might have really great business skills and may need more leadership skills. Some of you, some of you might need to up your clinical skills in order to be very competitive in the market. There's always something to do in business. I mean, you chose this life. I'm speaking to myself, Huang, you chose this life. Get out of your comfort zone and let's challenge yourself to do something that you know needs to be done, so that you can keep getting to the next level and the next level of being in business and being in a profitable business. I'm probably talking to myself more than I'm talking to you, but if any of this resonates with you, leave me a comment below. And if you want more tips that are in depth, join my email list. The link is below, and I'll send you a video every Wednesday on business skills and some of my insights. And I appreciate you being here and listening. All right. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.